the one he said, I love you, the one he played with, betrayed him by striking him and killing him in the field. Betrayed his own brother. Cain commits the first physical death. Adam committed the first spiritual death. Adam, when he ate the fruit, he didn't die immediately, but his spirit went back. Cain commits first physical death. And Cain, betraying his brother's trust and his brother's love, he kicks God into another destiny. He kicks him into a purpose, which is to resurrect the dead. Once that blood hit the ground, God knew he had to resurrect the dead. He was sending Jesus down to bring the spirit back down and have dominion, because the spirit left. Once it entered the body, the spirit said, I can't reside no more, and he went. Christ's job was to bring the spirit back down to reside in the body of man. But then Cain goes and then kills his brother Abel, and thus saying that Christ now will redeem, will resurrect the dead. Cain got into a purpose. Cain becomes a Judas, betraying his brother and killing him. Thus pushing God into a destiny, a purpose, a new walk, a new way. And God knew that was going to happen. He prepared for it. He's God. God never needed none of these people to help him. But one thing that God did was he took the opportunities. He took, when Satan done what he done, he said, I'm not going to get mad at this. It breaks my heart that this has happened, but I'm going to make this. He said that the bad that happens in my life, God said, turn it around for the good. The bad that I was faced with, he turned it around for the good. When Satan betrayed him, he turned it around for the good. He created man. When man sinned against him, he turned it around, sent my son down. When Cain kills his brother Abel, God said, I'm going to resurrect the dead. We read in Genesis 27:5-19 of a mother named Rebecca who had twin boys, Jacob and Esau, and God told her one day while she was outside, out about in her stomach, it was this pain and going on, agony and pain. God says, in your womb, that had the youngest son should rule the older and be stronger, more powerful and mightier and greater than the older brother, and the older brother should serve him, his younger brother. And Esau, Isaac, which is her husband, Abraham's son, he has two sons named Jacob and Esau, and Esau is the oldest brother. Now Isaac was on his way to die, and he was almost blind. He was, his old age, his eyes was dimming, and he really couldn't see. And he tells Esau, "Say Esau, go kill animals, make dinner, and come to me that I might bless you." Because in that time, the firstborn son, he gets 2/3 of the father's inheritance. He gets more than the rest of the children. He gets more than the rest of the children. So Esau goes out, and Rebecca overhears this happening and saying, and in herself saying, God said that Jacob would rule, he will be mighty. How can this be? So she interferes and tells her son to dress up as her brother Esau, as his brother Esau, put on the sheep clothing and fur and stuff, and speak like him, put on his robe, smell like him, and go in there and deceive your father. Rebecca betrays her son and becoming a Judas because she betrays him and puts him in danger. Had the father knew that it was Jacob, he could have cursed Jacob, and thus messing everything up. But when she betrays and put his life in danger, she also betrays her husband, his trust, their love, their connection. She betrays her husband by setting him up. She betrays her oldest son Esau, the one whom she birthed first. She betrays him and sets him up. She betrays Jacob, his life in danger, pushing him into a new destiny, into a new purpose, by giving him a double portion of what he was already had. Even though Esau was going to get 2/3 of his father's inheritance, God was still going to bless Jacob to make him more higher than Esau. But when he goes in, he gets Esau's blessing, and he gets his blessing, and he basically gets the blessing that God has for him. That's a double blessing. I said it wrong. He gets his brother's blessings, and then he gets the blessing that God has for him, and then compresses to become a double wealth. And Israel is still big to this day. It's still powerful to this day. It's still wealthy to this day. Even through history, it's wealthy. And she becomes a Judas. A mother becomes Judas of a child. A brother becomes a Judas of his own brother, and a wife becomes a Judas of her husband. And then we meet later on in Genesis 37, 18 to 28, we meet a group of brothers who are Jacob's sons, and whose mothers are Rachel, Leah, and the maidservants. Jacob loved Rachel so much that he favored her, and he favored the children, Joseph and Benjamin, whom are his two last sons. And the brothers hated Joseph so much because he was like the favorite child, you know. So his dad sent him out to go spy on the brothers, make sure that everything's right. And the brothers see him and they plot to kill him. But the older brother said, no, let's not kill him. And they sold him to the Ishmaelites, which is their uncle. And thus the Ishmaelites sold him to Potiphar, and Potiphar, he became rode up Potiphar's house, and his wife, Potiphar's wife, accused him of trying to rape her, and put him in jail for 15 years almost, and he becomes powerful and popular because of a dream that Pharaoh has. Okay, now this was their flesh and blood. They betrayed him just like Cain betrayed Abel. They betrayed him just like Jacob did Esau, and Rebekah did her husband and her family, just like Eve did Adam, and like Satan did God. They betrayed their own brother. But when they betrayed him, God said, I'm going to use this bag. Because remember, if you read the book, you continue to read the chapters on, you heard what Joseph tells his brothers, which you meant for harm, God meant for good. He makes it clear that God said, okay, y'all want to do this, but I'm going to allow it to happen because something is about to happen. A famine is about to come. They betrayed Joseph, pushing him into a purpose to preserve mankind. Had Joseph had not been betrayed by his brothers and sent to Egypt, we would not be here. We wouldn't have existed. Because a famine was coming, and didn't no one know how to manage the famine. And except Joseph, who God trained and who God humbled and who God taught out of 20 years, who God told how to handle things. What if for him, we wouldn't be here as a people because the famine came. He needed that Judas, and that Judas pushed him to a purpose to preserve mankind. In the same sense, we meet Judah, the fourth son of Jacob, one of the brothers of Joseph. He has a daughter-in-law named Tamar. Tamar marries Judah's oldest son. Oldest son dies without giving her a seed. So it's custom that the other sons, the next in line, must marry her and give her seed, and that seed then becomes her